tape. Let's dive into the tape.
Mike Rupp with a Yager-like salute.
Roll the tape.
Rupp with a shot. He's gone.
2 goals for Mike Rupp.
Look at him go. Tape the tape. Let's diggity dive right into the tape. Okay, we discussed the Carolina Hurricanes, how good they've been, 6-0 in their last 6 games. One guy has been incredible over those 6 games. Let's put up the board here. Marty Necas. I mean, look at these numbers, B. 5 goals, 6 assists, plus 10. Wow. Goals in 3 straight. 15 points in 6 games for the kid. 25 years old.
Imagine doing that. How fun would going to the rink be if you're getting 15 points and almost 3 points a game?
I mean, he looks good. Right? He looks really good right now. We're going to get to the video in a second, but I want to have a quick discussion because we were talking about there was those rumors out there. He was not happy. He wanted more of a responsibility, maybe even play center ice. There was a lot of noise surrounding kind of the Carolina Hurricanes and Marty Necas. And I think this is a young player. I said he's 25 now. That there's a big question mark with the departed talent, whether it's Teravainen and Gensel. They needed number 88 to be bigger, to be better, and he's responded in a big way. But it's a tough mindset, I think, for a guy like that, because we've said for years that he might be the most talented player. Sebastian Aho is unbelievable. Marty Necas might be the most talented player on this roster for a few years, but he hasn't been put in situations because I don't think he played the way that the team wants their players to play as a team and kind of in the team concept.
Yeah, we talked about that culture, and when you go into that dressing room and you walk in, that every player in there is committed to the certain style of play that the Carolina Hurricanes have shown year after year. And if you're not fully bought into that, you can say whatever you want, but until you do that, that's the foundation for the whole team's game. Now, you could be a super talented player, but if you're not 1,000% trusted.
And if they let that slide, if they give him a free pass because he's so talented, now all of a sudden you and me are sitting there like, whoa, whoa. I mean,
exactly.
The accountability is not there for everybody.
Yeah, there's non-negotiables teams have, and how hard you can kind of enforce those is, I think, for the betterment of your team. And again, like you said, he was a young player. He's, you know, there's certain immaturities that we all have at certain ages. I know at 25, I certainly probably would have done the same things and been pouty or been upset about my lack of usage here and there or whatever. When you're that talented, like you said, Rupper, you can just look around the room and say, how am I not on the ice every other shift if we're down a goal or whatever it may be? But that's part of the learning process. You can say whatever you want. You can say all the things like, I want this, I want more action. But you have to show. You have to show the coach. You have to show your teammates you're willing to do all the things that everyone has to do so you can go out and be great.
So the big thing, he's moving his feet. So we're going to just jump to the clips here. And he's not a finished product, but I think he's maturing. He's starting to understand it. And Rod's going to keep feeding him more and more minutes because of that. If he shows, look at this here. Can we bring it back, please? Just bring it back to the beginning. Watch Marty Necas. Pause it right here. So I love how we started it way back here. He's going to go in the corner, and he's going to get absolutely torching up ice. Boom, he's flying. Roll this thing forward. Just keep an eye on that. And he's going. He's a big man, 6'3", B. Like, he's moving there.
He's a gazelle. And it looks sort of effortless, but he leaves Janmark in his dust. He just takes a couple crossovers, a few hard strides, handles it off his foot, and give and go, it's in the net.
And we can kind of roll with this one here. He's going to be carrying the puck right here. Same thing, just dicing through. This is just in the last little bit.
Crazy.
I mean, this is overtime. Just look how he brings players all around him. That's one thing. Maybe he's starting to get more and more players in the league that are like, hey, we got to watch him. He's starting to garner a lot of attention. And you're going to watch right here. Nice little play. Bring it back to the top, please. This is just a quick little face-off play. So the next 2 clips, bring it back a little bit right here. Yeah, right at the beginning. Stop there. So he's going to be right here, 88. And the big thing here is this is blown coverage on these 2 clips here by the Washington Capitals, but I wonder if it's because this guy is so dangerous. This is their last game. This is in the midst of that run of 15 points in 6 games or whatever.
You get the stat pack before every game. You see kind of where he's at. So when he's on the ice, you need to be aware of him. The coach is saying that prior to the game, and like you said, he's going to garner some attention. Watch what happens to Washington Capitals' brain cells right now. Yeah. He carries the puck from his offside into the middle of the ice in a shooting position. Look what it does to him.
Pause it right there. So he ends up, see, you can throw a blanket over these 2 Washington Capitals players. And the one thing I love, too, a lot of these plays, he's starting from the left boards, and he's heading towards to cross the midway line, okay? And the reason why I draw that in a lot of these, you talk about that a lot on the power play, but these aren't power play situations. He is finding ways to go east-west, and when he crosses that middle line, it creates some confusion for everybody else, and I think it puts everybody else in distress, and he makes some great plays from it.
Now, it causes confusion because coverages change when you go to a crush. So the left winger, do I stay with him? Do I leave him off to my right winger? Maybe the right winger is still worried about the defenseman. It just causes a lot of confusion for sort of a lot of D-zone coverage schemes, and you're going to see it's a theme here. He's going to try to get middle ice. It's not easy to do, but his feet are always moving.
And we're going to watch just hounding that puck, gets the puck, and then watch here, same thing. Pause it there. Bring it back just a couple frames until you get him in the, right there. Same exact thing. First off, he won a puck battle. So let's not like lose that in this. He's going to make some great plays. That's what Rod needs more of. Win puck battles. You're 6'6". I don't know how much he weighs. Let's say he's 200 pounds. 6'6", like 6'3". Did I say 6'6"?
You're 6'6".
6'3". I want him to be 6. He's playing like he's 6'6", right? He's 6'3", say he's 200 pounds, whatever it is. Use that size, use that reach, use that skill. Look right here. 2 guys again. Boom, sucks in 2 guys, dumps it off here to Orlov, roll it forward. Orlov ends up scoring this goal. And those are, he's attacking those areas of the ice, but he's moving his feet. And I think that's a big thing. When he's not moving his feet, all that skill gets negated. He's doing a great job of moving them. And then, what's this one? You wanna?
This is where he covers for the D, right? He's back.
Pause it here.
Backing up. He's got the awareness. He's reading the play. If you want to bring it back to the face-off itself, he wants to come across again. He's lined up on his off wing to try and come across if the draw is 1. The draw is not 1. He's patient. Now, this is part of the game that I know it's 200 feet from his net, but it allows Carolina to sort of play the way they want to play. If you want to roll it now, the D are going to come down on the weak side all the time if they can. This puck isn't clean by any means, so the D get to stay up. He backs up, does what he's supposed to do, handles a bobbled puck. Now, you can't really see it that well because the boards are there, but these aren't easy plays, especially for a forward to make at a high rate of speed. But he knows where everybody on the ice is. That's hockey IQ. He gets a handle on a bobbling puck. You can roll it forward here and spreads the ice as quick as he can because I think there's 1 Capital out of the zone and 4 were on the other side. Makes a really heads-up play getting it across the ice, and they can get back to work.
And then we just roll this one forward. Watch this play. Cooking at me, grabs it, zips it up.
Here's the skill.
Eric Robinson, look at this, how ridiculous that is. Bring it back there right before he gets it, please. Bring it forward a little bit, and stop it right here. All right, so if he picks this thing on his forehand right here, because he moves it, right? And he first touches on his backhand, is it not?
I think
roll forward. Let's see this again. I'm pretty sure. No, he pulls it.
Touch.
So he just goes with it. So the puck's coming right here. Now pause it right there. Now I never played goal, but he's right. He might just fling this thing right away. So you got to honor that shot. He ends up using this, pulls it with him, and he moves this thing. And this is the big thing when you talk about reach. His reach, he's pulling that puck from here, and that puck's going to finish over here in one movement. He's moving that thing, how, 12 feet?
Well, yeah, and so this is a little nuanced. And this is why, if you notice his toe caps, they're pointing that way. He's gonna, and a goalie can't look at a toe cap, right? If the goalie can see, if he knew that his toes were pointed that way, he would have known that he was gonna pull it that way. But he has it loaded like he's shooting. And you can still shoot it with your toes sort of pointed out. Let's get back here. No, never mind.
Black shoes, black there. It looks like you have no feet.
You can still shoot this puck, and he knows that. This is the freeze. His toes are just pointed slightly over, so he can bring it and continue that pull. It goes a little, maybe 2 feet longer, and it makes the goalie look a little bit sillier.
This is ridiculous, hands. Roll forward, and then we got another replay of it. You can just keep it rolling. I mean, it just comes in. How easy he makes that look.
Beautiful.
On Lindgren, his filthy, filthy hands. That stuff's never been in question.
Thompson, I forgot, and they're both silly, catch righty.
But look at this, just kind of right here, and then this is the pull.
He comes down on it.
Bring it back. Bring it back a second, right before he goes to pull it. Right. Okay, right when he touches it, right here. Okay, so let's just, I just want to mark this. This is just inside the hash mark right there. And roll it forward real slow if you don't mind. He pulls it, keep going until he gets it on his backhand. I mean, that thing was off screen right there. I mean, that's a substantial pull. And he's got to honor shot, so he's playing shot. Next thing you know, he's saying, holy, you know what? And bang, backhand upstairs. Doesn't miss that.
Finish, too.
Ridiculous.
Do we have the one more, too? Yeah, I like this one.
This one's hilarious. Just watch the defenseman here. You got Chatfield's going to go down the goal line. Orlov, you're going to get this rotation. Pause it here. This is what we were talking about before. It's him coming up here, and he's going to exploit the middle of the ice, cross that center line, or at least flirt with it, and watch the disarray. We got to get different colors. That's a lot of yellow. Watch the disarray that it puts. Confusion. Movement equals confusion. He's moving his feet. It's creating confusion. Then his skill has the ability to take over, and then roll it forward. He's just coming around here, and then Orlov, I mean, this puck, lucky little bounce here off McMichael and ends up going in.
Knuckle puck night in Carolina.
It's impressive. He had 3 points in this game. You know, watch. I was just laughing. Look at the defenseman here, the leeway that they're allowed to go. You have a defenseman out on the goal line and one on the half wall, but they don't care. They're going to shoot the puck from here. That's why their numbers, their analytics are always in their favor. They throw everything at the puck.
What do you do when you're confused in your own D zone? You kind of back off and give the space to the perimeter. He's exploiting that space, but he's doing it with speed, so it's really, really confusing for any opponent's defensive zone structure.
He's been really good for the Carolina Hurricanes, and we're going to see if this continues. He keeps doing that, then he'll get what he wanted, right? He's doing the hard work. He's moving his feet. He's doing all the things that was asked of him. Guess what? More ice time, more looks, more opportunity. And here's the other kicker. The line he's doing with, it's not like he's playing with the all-world. He's not on their number one line. He's playing with, at times, it's Kotkaniemi playing center ice, and it's Robinson, or if it's not Robinson, it was with the Roslovic.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's making that line elite because of his skill. It's fun to watch.
Well, and they can all skate with him, so that's a lot to handle. And Eric Robinson's not really the household name in the top 6, but he can really, really skate. He's a smart player, so that he can keep up with the Marty Natchez of the world, and that helps that line.
He's looking good, looking good.